Ooh, ooh, ooh la la. Ooh la la. Good morning. I always say good morning. I think it's just funny. Uh, Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be on. Sweet. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Everybody. Um, Call me crazy, but I'm still looking for some upside. Call me crazy. Yo, yo, what's up, Dylan? Yo, yo. Call me crazy. 1 sec, let me just let everybody know. Back into the daily FG. Ah, dude, call me crazy. I think we move out of here. I know you won't. How's everybody? How'd you guys do this morning? Ended red this morning for me. Ended blood red. Threw me off. It threw me off my game. Threw me off my game. I thought I was like, man, came into the morning, saw a 4 hour swing, 5 minute OB. I was like, let's go. Attempted like two, three longs, nothing. Got stopped break even on the second one. Um, Still break even on the second one. I was just like, man, not feeling this at all. Threw me off completely. How'd you guys do this morning? What's the reflection? You guys go green? I know a lot of you are like pretty short biased actually. So what do we have here? OB 4 hour sweep of uh, discount. So, I mean, we'll see. We shall see. Can we adjust my screen a little bit? It looks a little stretched out. Like bring it like maybe, please, just like slightly. I know you won't. I know. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, perfect. Sweet. Uh, yeah, sweet. Let's breaker here. I think you're just gonna move out of here, man. I really think you do. I think this breaker gives you something. We'll see. We just swept out the high that created the low, or just about here on the 15-minute chart. You tapped into that hourly internal, you took out previous hourly high as well. So we shall see. It's in a iffy spot, not a particularly good spot where you would look for something, to be honest, but back shortly, gotta cook dinner. Hell yeah, dude, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy that dinner, boy. So yeah, we'll see. I think we get some upside here though, to be honest with you. I would just rather wait for a retrace as opposed to maybe potentially taking this breaker. But I want to see if we can get a nice little retrace here into that low. Sweep at a discount there. How'd everybody do this morning? If you're green, type one. If you're red, type two. Let me put myself in chat actually. Oh no. Can you guys hear me just fine? Yeah. What was green again? Number one. What's up, yep? You're getting a nice reaction here out of this breaker too. Unfortunate. No retrace for me here at a discount. I was waiting for that retrace back into 28,840s, but it seems like you're just getting a push here. I wonder if overnight we're just going to absolutely retrace this entire move. That would be nuts. We're pushing. It's pushing off this breaker here. We back. Nice V shape. Yeah, we're so back. What's up, Fernando? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be too opposed to seeing a recovery from here, to be honest. Maybe it's just a bull in me, but the fact that we were able to come back down, tap into that 4 hour OB, sweep the low at a discount, and we're now getting a pretty bullish reaction out of here. I think that would warrant at least some highs, I think, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. 7 tens. Imagine that. We'll see. Let's see if it wants to continue higher, or unfortunately, if it does continue higher, then oh man, this gold trade that we outlined this morning would have played perfectly. This gold trade that we outlined this morning would have played perfectly. Unfortunate. Uh, uh, uh. Stop to say hi and spend a little time here. I appreciate it. Not much, man. Gonna keep it just an observer, not a fan of New York PM. Yeah, that's fair. I've been a fan the last few days. It's been treating me kind of well, to be honest with you. Sorry, guys. There's like a breaker issue actually at my house. My obviously the Wi-Fi, everything is working good. The only thing is everything in this room, like my second monitor, my mic, just came to like a show love. I hope all you guys have been phenomenal. Oh, dude, I appreciate that. So yeah, the like the what's it called? The plugins in this room are actually not working. In my office, unfortunately, are not working. So I don't have a second monitor. So if I'm a little late to the chat, then you know why. But I'll stop by and read the chat every so often. But yeah, that gold trade that we outlined this morning would have played almost perfectly. Unfortunately, we did not execute on this. Uh, Interestingly enough, though, ES does have a swing there too. Buy some calls going into tomorrow, actually, because I think we do recover a good portion of this move. Could be very wrong, but I like the idea that stands here. I think we get a push towards the highs. All I need is what is it? 705s on NQ or QQQ, sorry. So I bought a couple QQQ calls going into tomorrow. 705 is the level. I'm expecting 710 to be honest, and I think we can actually get there by tomorrow. I'm willing to put risk here, to be honest. Um, what time frame combinations did you trade before the micro scalping? 4 hour and 15. What's up, Drew? Oh, dude, no, not that well, to be honest. Not that well. This morning was a pretty rough morning for me personally, actually. Don't let me down. We'll see. I do like the setup actually. This hard time frame setup. Take a look at this. So NQ, soup, OB. Oh, lol, I saw that at his other job today. Sup, Alex? At his other job? What do you mean? Leo? Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. MFF. Me as well. I jumped off not to trade. ES on roids. What the hell? 1 hour candle is crazy work. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm kind of what I'm observing here. That's why I'm saying we get a nice little recovery here. That would be actually splendid. Nice recovery into the highs. So I'm willing to hold this position overnight actually, because I don't doubt that they would actually run this back overnight. So we'll see. Just gotta have the balls to hold it, to be honest. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Nice. Push it. Push it real good. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-na-na-na-na-na. So yeah, I'm targeting 710s on QQQ. I mean, if we get there by today, that would be absolutely insane. Will not lie to you. I won't lie to you. I'll keep it a buck. Yes, on roads. 1 hour candles, crazy work. How typically do you spend your days once trading is done for the day? Oh, dude, I just work on some stuff for the lab, to be honest with you. The lab is, and then I do some content as well. So By the way, if you're not following Prop from Compare on Instagram or myself on Instagram, go ahead and do that. Getting a nice push here, actually, on I just put in my stop limit here on my calls to break even because it seems that we're getting a really nice push. I wouldn't really want to see a rejection here from premium. I think if we manage to get above the 703s, we just push straight into 705s and 710s. I think that would be the ideal scenario here. Come on, don't give us that reject. Just keep it keep it pushing. Keep it pushing, QQ. Let's take a look at NQ as well. Premium and discount. Let's start getting into a discount or premium market there. Nice. So my position looks a little bit something like this actually on these calls to stop below that low. If we get below that low, then I'll close out. But this is kind of what the position looks like if I had to kind of draw it out on the futures. You trade 15-second, 5. We're starting to reject some here. Not even at a premium yet. 702s. We'll see 229, 230 coming up. We'll see if it just wants to give us a push or these longs just haven't been playing for me. So Alex, do you trade 15-second, 5-minute C2s? Yeah, I do. I do. 5-minute C2s, 15-second, yeah. I'm going in. Come on, give us some gas, man. Give us some gas. No, struggling. I don't like that struggle. Need to see some sort of impulse here into this premium market, if possible. Come on. Get us beyond the 703s on QQQ. Just give us a push into the 710s. Nice. Can we get Can we tap into premium? What I'm trying to say is, do you have any active hobbies? Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, damn, that's a good question. No, I just go to the gym, man. Realistically, I pretty much just go to the gym and I wake up, I trade. Obviously, stream. I do some stuff for the lab. I create some content, and then I just pretty much hit the gym, come back home, rinse and repeat. As far as hobbies like that, nothing too crazy. Nothing that I do like religiously, like every single day, I'd say. Brokers and cocaine. Bookers and cocaine. Yeah. Um, how do you typically spend your days? Long from C4, ATP, a little over 2 hours. I agree with you. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on this. The thing is, I'm not exposed via futures. I'm more so exposed via just options. I think we get to the 710s, man. I'm a huge believer in this trade here. I think we get to the 710s, and I think that once ES really like ES and NQ, or once NQ starts to really, really get a really strong move on here, I think it just recovers that entire move, in my opinion. I'm going in. Where? Where? What'd you guys think of let's see what else we got here. Seeing some rejection here. No tap into premium yet on both of these assets. Don't really want to get stopped break even on this one, to be honest. Gold is almost at that entry that we had originally taken as well. Yeah, like today didn't really feel as obvious as it did what is it, last week? Like today and yesterday didn't really feel as obvious as they did last week. Everyone hasn't liked the stream yet. What the appreciate it, Drew. Yeah, if you guys can, drop a like, subscribe. We're I think like 60 subscribers away from 3K, so we can get there hopefully by tomorrow, day after. That'd be sweet. We do work pretty hard. I'm on live pretty much almost twice a day. But we've got the rest of the team coming in for this coming week. It should be second nature by now. Such a good man. 703s. Starting to get a nice little push here again on NQ. Let's see if you get a continuation here. I'm going in. I wish my mouse was working, but again, there's like a slight power outage in my house, so it's like I can't even use my second monitor. Long ES on the 15. That wouldn't be a horrible idea, would it? A nice little buy model there as well on the 15. Thing is, I like NQ more on the 15 second than I do. I like ES. This is going to sound kind of funny, but I like ES more on the 30 second. And I like NQ more on the 15 second, which sounds a little funny, but true story. If you look at ES on the 30 second, like you can just tell how much it actually respects each price point. Um, that's kind of how I feel more about NQ, but ES, the thing with ES is that it has so much volume that it tends to respect like price arrays a little bit more than NQ. I don't know if you guys know exactly what I mean by that. 240. We got about 5 minutes until the next 15-minute candle opens. You and these power outages, I'm starting to think you're in support, but dude, I'm telling you, like, I don't even know what's going on. Thankfully, like it hasn't even taken out my or hasn't taken out my Wi-Fi. It's just literally in this room. Like throughout the house, it's like not even the entire house. So that's why I still have Wi-Fi. Thank God. Hey Alex and everyone, how's Tuesday treating you all? That's a good question. What's up, Sports Connect? Yeah, can you expand on that? It's pretty simple. It's like if you look at the way like ES treats imbalances, it almost kind of respects them a little bit more than NQ. Whereas opposed to like if you had an imbalance on NQ, like it almost tends to like overshoot it, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. It tends to like overshoot it. And what I mean by that is like let's see if I can find like a real good example here. ES versus NQ. Let's see if I can find a good example. So like, duh, duh, duh. Okay, sure, we can use that as an example, I guess. You see how 1 hour, 1 hour. You see how this imbalance here, I guess, let me get to the 4 hour. I'm trying to like cherry pick a good example for you guys, but I can't find one. The moment I try to show you guys an example of what I mean, it's like I can't find it. It's hilarious. But pretty much what I mean by that is like NQ tends to not stay within imbalances as much, and ES does. Like it stays within the imbalance itself. So like if you look at the 5 minute chart on ES here, like just now, look at the way that it actually almost perfectly stayed within this imbalance. Whereas NQ would tend to overshoot it and maybe tick a little bit more below and then move higher. ES just does that. It almost has like that characteristic to it, which it tends to respect like arrays a little bit more than NQ, if that makes sense. Hopefully, I explained that well enough. Kane shorted again, LOL. He does love those shorts. This PM, it feels like a London session slow. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the markets today. Any drivers for the flush? Not really, to be honest. Not really. There wasn't anything major. There was news at 8:30, but it didn't really do anything. And then we had the 1 p.m. What's it? The 1 p.m. Bond auction, but there was nothing there. Yeah, it is a pretty boring session. I might get stopped break even on my calls here. Yet another break even attempt. I know you don't. Could get something on futures actually, but we'll see. Kane. Yeah, Kane loves those shorts, man. I don't do that well shorting, to be honest. I do better longing, if I'm being 100% honest. The thing is here, we don't have, I mean, there's just nothing very obvious for me here for shorts. We could, apart from the fact that obviously, okay, we've taken the previous hourly high, we're within this hourly internal. If we get a 5 minute OB, which would be this candle here, you get a closure below 957, and that kind of invalidates the idea for my longs. Um, that could potentially serve as as your OB entry, but then I would need to see some sort of retrace back into a premium market in order to kind of short this. And there are no obvious lows in a pre or obvious highs in a premium that I immediately see. Um, so yeah, you did get that closure there. So it would look something like this. I know you don't. Let's see. I'm just waiting to enter long for power hour. Understandable. I'm just kind of observing, see what we do here. Ooh, nice move here to the upside. What do you guys think? Should we give a quick long scalp here? But see, I have conflicting ideas, so rather just wait. I feel like we might chop at 2900s. Yeah, agreed. You get that confirmation, starting to get a push into these highs. But the thing is that there's conflicting ideas here, right? The thing what I'm relying on the most and the reason why I still have like my long bias is because of ES's strength here. It's showing like a really good willingness to continue moving higher. So, and you did get that closure above 7404. So I wouldn't be opposed to something like this on ES. And I know that if it brings NQ with it, then these two will just end up towards those highs, in my opinion. 250, we got 10 minutes until 3 p.m. What do you guys say? Should we give this a go? All right, I'm tagged in at 7404.5. This will be 15-minute internal on ES, 30-second OB, same model as per usual, with the stop at 402.75, targeting the 7414s. I like this a little bit more on ES than I do on NQ, and then my stop is incredibly tight, which means I can move, whoops, I can move a little bit quicker and be a little bit more nimble on this move here. So I'll look to go break even if we manage to get above 7408. Sorry, pardon me, 7407. Because then that means we're starting to get really above the imbalance there. And I'd be happy with that because if we can manage to get above that imbalance, then that's a good point for me to go break even. So if we start getting above 7407, 7407.5, then that'd be an area for me to actually move break even. Let me just see a nice push here. Again, above the 07s. So I can go to break even. Nice. Come on. Give me a couple more ticks. See if I can get a couple. Okay, sweet. So I'm now break even at 7404.5. 7404.5. Let's see if we can just get a continuous push here now that we're above this imbalance. And then just flush into the highs. I'll look to actually trail my stop at 7410 if we can start to close above it. I accidentally deleted that. Whoops. So B. Good stuff here. I'm break even at 7404.5, and then I'm just going to look to target the 7414s. So I wonder if 3 p.m. can actually give us a nice little push into those highs. Curious to see if we get a nice little push here. Beautiful stuff. Honestly, boys, beautiful, beautiful. Where do you live in the States? In Florida? Alex, what monitor are you using? I use a Chromebook. Actually have a Dell. It's a I always forget the name of this monitor. I gotta give it to you guys. It's a pretty big monitor. It's 34 inches actually. It's a pretty big monitor. The screen looks great. Um, yeah. If you guys want to see more stuff on my setup, you can follow me on Instagram. Actually, I'll be posting a couple more things on Instagram, and I put my Instagram at in the description or in the chat. 2:54. We got about 6 minutes before, or 5 minutes and 15 seconds before the 3 p.m. open. I'm break even here on this position. If this comes back to us, it'll be unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm used to it by today, honestly. Alex got trauma. Oh, dude, I know. It's honestly kind of horrible today. Just break even, break even, break even. Can't catch any longs. Ah, screw it. Either we hit TP or we break even. I'm not trailing shit. You heard me, ES? I'm not trailing shit. Either you hit my take profit at 7414, 75, or you can fuck right off. ES. So on ES, you pair 30-second with the 15? Yeah. Yeah, I do. So it can either go for my TP or stop me break even. But it's one or the other. I want war. I want war. 256, about 3 minutes before 3 p.m. opens. I want war. Give me these highs. You after what NQ did to me today, I'm not holding back any mercy. Come on. 7-4-14s. Close me out. I want out of this. Do it. Do it. I'm not trailing. Shit. Come on. Push. No. Uh, okay. Okay. Yes, is feeling frisky. I guess I'm not a big fan of the words that I said, to be honest, I guess. Come on. Don't lash out on me now. I was just kidding. I was trying to be nice. Or I was trying to be, I was trying to put up a show. Yes. I need 29039 to pass my eval. You ever use YM for SMT? Nope. I don't use YM for SMT. I don't use YM for anything, actually. I know some people do, that's fine, but YM just doesn't have enough volume for me to care about it. ES is the one that leads the pack and always will. S&P 500 is the biggest. No. Uh, I'm telling you, not the day for longs, man. Just not the day. They're gonna do it to me before 3 p.m. too. Oh, these fuckers. Did I just get ticked out? I did just get ticked out. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't. 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 Dumb question, but why does not having a volume on YM matter to you? Because it's an index, right? It's a collection of stocks placed together. Um, and so obviously these indexes, large institutions trade them, right, with large volume. YM doesn't even have like a tenth of the volume that ES does. So majority of the focus, majority of the liquidity, and majority of the direction is always usually paired with majority of the volume because that's where the money is. So YM is a follower. It just follows ES and NQ. ES is number one, NQ is number two, YM is number three. And the thing is what like the discrepancy in volume is so large. It's just like YM is pretty much insignificant in the grand scheme of things. That's why it's always typically so decorrelated. So like if I'm trading NQ, I don't really care about YM to be honest. It just like it doesn't really add anything to me to my arsenal. It doesn't really change my edge. It's just another ticker to look at, to be honest. Well, I unfortunately I literally got ticked out on this entry. So if this goes towards my take profit, I think I'll be flipping my table over, to be honest. Stock market is minutes from a bloody crash, says Michael Berry. But yeah, hopefully that answered the question. Oh, criminal. All right, boys. I think I'm gonna call it there, honestly. What's up, Auntie? I saw Garrett if he's use it and it confused me. I always never use YM for SMT, but it hadn't for a reason. But for now, I got it. Thanks for the answer. Oh, dude, no. You're the goat, man. I appreciate that. The kind words. Hey, if you think something's interesting, try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? Let that be the deciding factor. The deciding factor for you adding something into your trading should always be, will this affect my edge in a positive way? If the answer is yes, then implement it. If the answer is no, then no, you know? It's pretty much that simple. Can't believe I got kicked out of this, man. I think this is still very well in play, to be honest. Can't believe I got kicked out of it. 306. Gold is back at that entry. NQ is just pushing here. That's so hilarious because I was actually shit talking. I was smack talking ES. Like literally at 350 or 257. Oh, boys, this is painful, man. My ego has been bruised. Literally bottom ticked to the T. Came back, retested that entry, and now it's just going for the 14s. Unfortunate. But yeah, boys, I think I'm gonna call it there. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Any other questions for firms or anything, you can ask us in the Prop Firm Discord, Prop Firm Compare Discord. We'll be happy to, or you can always just DM me on Instagram or X, and I'll probably get to it. So yeah, I'll drop it again. My Instagram is in the description or the chat. You guys know what my X is. It'll be in the description. You can always shoot me a DM if you have any questions. Or yeah, on Instagram or X, or go to the Prop Firm Compare Discord and ask us questions about firms. I'll be happy to answer anything there. But I appreciate you all. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I believe Kane and Bray are going on tomorrow. More updates to come, but be sure to tune in at the same time tomorrow. I'll let you guys know, yeah? Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.